Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome to the show, have a seat, my nigga, recline back. Real niggas making a speech, so acknowledge that I never turn.
Welcome to Acquired Taste Media Podcast. You know who it is, soecashcow. And I'm here with my Nubian goddesses, my professional podcasters, my beautiful baddies. To the left of me, I have my girl, Miss Original Indigo Empress.
What up, what up, what
Oi,
up?
oi.
What up?
Oi, oi.
How are you today?
Man, I'm good.
Good.
What's funny, man? Why you laughing?
You been tight today, shit.
I ain't tight.
Yeah, your ass, bitch. You
Man,
been tight today.
this is a projection. He the tight one, though.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not tight at all. I'm not tight at all.
Projecting on me.
No, I'm
good.
not tight. That's you.
Okay, you
That's
say
you.
so.
Tight.
I'm
And to
good.
the right of me, I got my girl, Miss Latrice. Miss New Day. How are you today?
Love and light.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Hey, yo.
Hey, baby.
How are you?
Hey, doing great.
Doing great. School's coming along.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
School's going well.
Turn up. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot going on right now, so
Mm-hmm.
before we get into any topics, I do want to touch on the Kendrick Lamar stuff. Did you hear Kendrick's new album?
No, I have not.
Have you?
No.
Okay. It wasn't that good.
Mhm.
Have you heard about the Kendrick and Drake lawsuits?
No.
Yes, kind of.
I haven't. Is lawsuits involved now?
Yeah, it's a lawsuit. So Drake,
Niggas just can't even have a rap beef no more.
I can't
What
believe
they-
you didn't. I can't believe you ain't heard this. All right, well I can't. Well, you also
ain't
ain't
know-
heard.
yeah, I-
Listen, you also ain't heard Kendrick Lamar's album.
Yeah, I ain't been on. You know, I'm out of the loop now.
Oh,
Not-
yeah, I forgot you
so
been out
I
the
don't know
loop.
what's going on.
Well, yeah, Drake is suing his record label UMG, and I believe Spotify might be included in that as well. He's suing them pretty much based off of the Kendrick Lamar, beef. He's stating that the record labels bought fake streams, bots, for Kendrick Lamar, which pushed him, up, of course, and devalued Drake.
Wow.
Now, it's, of course, people. This has been out for about 2 days. So the first day it came out, of course, everybody was like, "Oh, nigga, Drake a snitch. He this and he that." But now people have actually seen the paperwork and see what actually is going on, and really feel a lot different because they're like, "All right, well, wait a minute. If people were doing something shiesty or something, underhanded to stop you from getting your money or to stop you from being as successful as you could be by pushing somebody else, because unfortunately they're on the same label."
Oh.
So, by them being on the same label, I believe I was telling Asia about this before you came in, that I think what Drake is suing about is by them pushing up Kendrick, it devalued him.
Yeah,
You know
on
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
label. I get that. So
Right.
he's suing the label.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's on the label. But he's also suing for defamation. That lawsuit came out today for the pedophile line. Because there is no truth behind that pedophile line, so he's suing them for that, stating that they knew about the line coming out and they still let it be released, knowing that there is no proof or evidence or he's never been convicted of being a pedophile.
Wow.
So, and once again, in that regards, it's kind of like, yeah, where is music going? Where is hip hop at right now?
Dang, like
You know
y'all
what I'm
getting the
saying?
law involved now on the rap beef. It was supposed to be a beef. How we get here? That's wild. But in Drake's defense, the whole being on the same label, I get that, because I see if it was a different label, but it's like you got two artists and you pitting one against the other one. You know what I'm
In
saying?
so many words, right?
In so many words. So I can see how, but I don't know about the line though, because people say a lot of stuff in raps that don't necessarily mean it's true. Why are you taking that one so personal?
That one is also, like I said, because he's stating that the record label let it be released. Because see, that song, I believe, Not Like Us, was released on Spotify first.
Yeah.
See, everything else, a lot of that battle shit going back and forth, all of it was being released on like YouTube, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which means that, Drake released this shit on his own and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. But by them releasing Not Like Us under the label. You know what I'm saying? Now the label takes some responsibility for that because you knew what he had in that song,
Right,
and you didn't
you
even
released it.
right. You released it, and then you didn't even stop it after the fact because I'm quite sure once it was said and you seen how shocking it was to people, somebody was probably like, "Yo, we probably should take that down, or we probably should, pull back on that shit." But they didn't. They just kept pushing it, and in my opinion, I feel like you said, I feel like it was a play because Drake is the biggest artist on that label. I think his last deal was like $400 million. So just imagine no battle, him going back to renegotiate. Shit, he probably won $1 billion, 800,000, 800 million, or some shit like that, because his value would have been going up. But by this whole battle going down, now when it's time to go back and re-up on his contract, they could be like, well, nigga, you lost that battle, nigga, and nigga, Kendrick Lamar doing these numbers, nigga, we'll give you $200 million. You know what I'm saying? We ain't giving you the same shit we gave you before because you ain't as valuable as you was before. And really, in which he really would. He really would be because his catalog itself is probably easily worth over $1 billion. But still, when it comes to negotiating that money, you know what I'm saying, it's putting him at a disadvantage. So yeah, I'm ready to see how this play out because if it plays out like everybody hopes it plays out, which is in Drake's favor, with them showing that these labels are in cahoots with these like Spotify's and stuff like that to keep their individuals at the top and suppress the not just the Drakes but the independent artists as well.
I was just about to say, at the end of the day, these labels been robbing artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just listened to a whole Prince video earlier today where he was, going off.
Oh, Prince?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's why he changed his name and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I was just, going down that road again, and he was just saying, like, these labels, we don't even need them. We have our own artistry. We could create our own revenue, and they taking the majority of what we, doing with our own talents and owning us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So maybe this is the fall of labels. You know what I'm saying?
That's what a lot of people are saying.
Okay with that.
Right, we would absolutely.
Yeah.
And even Funkmaster Flex, because other stuff in the lawsuit is like payola. Payola is illegal. Like they're trying to hit UMG with a RICO. Yes, they're trying. Like if they hit them with anything, it's gonna be a RICO case. Because once you have a business and your business is connected to illegal activity, now it becomes like a criminal enterprise. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, this is just a production company. No, nigga, you was slinging bricks under the production company's name. Therefore, your production company is now a criminal enterprise. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're trying to do with UMG right now. And of course, UMG is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, so I'm quite sure they're not going to take this sitting down. But at the same time, I think Drake might have a lot of people on his side as well. And,
interesting.
Right, and this might be a fight. We gonna see.
So you think the whole bot thing real? Because that was a fire song though. You can't take away from the fire.
Guess how many streams that song has?
How much?
Yes.
In the first week.
It did go above. Right,
I don't know, maybe 2 million. I don't know. I don't know. It was a lot though. The first day it came out, I remember that joint ridiculous though.
Listen, right now his streams on Spotify, his Spotify streams, and once again, this is who the lawsuit is against. His Spotify streams, the niggas at like 900 million fucking streams.
Wow.
Damn near at $1 billion.
Who? Drake?
No.
Kendrick Lamar.
For, not
and
like
the
us.
one song, and it's just that one song, Not Like Us.
Yeah.
I think the next highest song might be maybe 9 million. You feel me? And that's a song that is older. No, it might have been one. It might be one of the newer songs.
But that joint was playing everywhere, man. It was going though. I mean,
like,
I'm not taking
as much
away
as it was playing in Cleveland and other cities, and then around the world, like.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away, the fact that he could have added some on to it, but
he definitely did.
Yeah,
but see, this is the reason why everybody's kind of like, I guess, well, nobody's mad at Drake, but this is kind of like, because they're looking at Drake too, because they're like, well, Drake, they've used bots for you too.
Right.
You feel me? because it's the label, and if they want to put you up and put you in a better position, then we can buy this shit.
Right.
Same thing is, some of these labels used to, when the album came out, they would go out and since they had the money, they would buy the albums themselves and rack up the sales, and then either give the albums away or take them back to the store and get a refund. But the albums have already been counted. They don't count the refunds. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, oh, this nigga sold this many, and it ain't nothing but the label going to the fucking store and buying all the copies. So this has always been something that has always been going on in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new. So, like I stated, for Drake to come out with this, like, niggas, this definitely some light skin shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say
real
it.
talk.
You know what I'm saying?
I know it is.
This is definitely some light skin shit. But
he feels some kind of way because he definitely got knocked off the pedestal after this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if he got people running around calling him a pedophile, that's wild too. For me, it's kind of like, if I know I ain't did it, I ain't tripping. But at the same time, with you being an artist, it's like, to have that attached to your name.
Right, and I think that's the biggest issue.
The definition,
That's a huge thing, man.
Accusation.
Calling somebody a pedophile.
Yeah, that is.
And even
wild.
when I heard the line, I felt like the nigga took it too far. Like, all right, bro. Like,
I personally feel like he took it too far when he started bringing his kids up, or
whose kids?
Somebody was talking about their kids, and I like, leave the kids out of it.
When
They started talking about families and kids and shit. I'm like,
my thing is, I'm all about facts. So if you talk about something like the nigga, I think he said something about him beating up on his, like he beat up on his girl one time or something.
Yeah.
That's something that you may be able to look up and see that he had a domestic violence case or whatever the case may be. Which is something that niggas catch, unfortunately. But the same thing with pedophilia, though. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga if you're a sex offender, nigga, that's something that follows you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's nothing, and that's definitely nothing you can be proud of. It's a shame. Period. It's a shame. It's a dark cloud over you.
Yeah.
And once again, you have people that once they hear that,
they believe it.
there it is. Like, that nigga's a pedophile. He was fucking with them little kids. You'd be like, damn. That's
a Diddy party.
Right.
Was he there? No, I ain't heard his name be dropped in no Diddy parties, but it's something.
Drake got to have his own damn parties. Drake parties, nigga. Shit. Fuck.
In Canada.
Right. Listen. So hopefully, like I said, I just want to see it be something positive for the independent artist community. So independent artists can start eating more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They can start being put out there, because there's a lot of independent artists out there that are hot as fuck that you'll never hear.
Never.
Because they literally make sure they bombard you with the bullshit that they want you to listen to.
Yeah, and they not attached to a label.
Check this shit out too. This is another thing that was in the contract. I mean, that was in the lawsuit. And I had heard about this, but when I heard about it, I just brushed it off like that's some bullshit. But this is in the fucking lawsuit. They said, nigga, they had, I guess Spotify or whoever, they had Alexa on their team to the point where they would say, play Certified Lover Boy by Drake, and they would turn around and play the Kendrick Lamar song, Not Like Us.
Wow, that's wow.
And that's what I said. I said
not
that's
having
why
Alexa involved, and Siri and Alexa. Alexa, like, man.
Right. Well, I gotta be in this shit. So yeah, that's the hottest shit on the press right now. It's
crazy.
Kendrick Lamar and this Drake. And Kendrick Lamar hasn't said anything. So I'm quite sure he'll probably say something soon or drop an album. I don't know what.
Well, he just dropped the album. You said it wasn't good.
Oh well, it's not to me. But I'm not he's a West Coast guy, and I'm not a big West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the people that I grew up to were East Coast artists. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I've never been a big West Coast fan. You know what I'm saying? Other than the Snoop Dogs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Dre and the Eminems and the 50s. Like, other than that, like E40, I fuck with 40, fuck with Too Short, Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? So it's a few people out, but is there nothing that stays in heavy rotation? You feel? Not in my car, at least. That's something that I ride to every once in a while. Play a couple of the jams. You know what I'm saying? Play a couple of the jams.
You more.
Right. And then, just roll and play a couple of the jams.
Right.
So, so that's about it. But no, y'all should, when y'all get a chance, check it out. Y'all might like it because he got 2 songs with SZA, which are pretty good. Because I do like SZA as a singer, as an R&B
Okay.
artist. So he do have 2 songs with her that are pretty good. So moving on. Did you say you had a topic? You said you seen something on Netflix
marriage.
or on Tubi?
Yep, Tubi Marriage Boot Camp.
Marriage Boot Camp. Now is this new or is this old?
Yeah, I think these were all old episodes.
Okay.
But they were talking about how gentlemen, it was a couple, and the boyfriend had baby mamas, you know, that he's still, you know, taking care of his kids while he's in his new relationship. But he would talk to one of the baby mamas more like emotionally about his new relationship. Do you think that's good or bad for the relationship that he's in? I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a relationship with your baby mamas and being a good co-parent, but talking emotionally about your new relationship to her, like that's
You're being emotionally vulnerable to the wrong person.
Yeah.
You're actually talking to the wrong person about your emotions. Shouldn't you be talking to the girlfriend about your emotions?
Nothing wrong with it.
Oh,
Oh well, no.
yeah,
He's delusional.
Sounds like something's going on there.
He's definitely delusional. Like,
What the
what
hell
can
is
she?
going
What
on?
I mean, is she? What advice is she giving him? Like,
What advice is she
did
giving?
did they say what advice she was giving him? Like,
Oh, what the? Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No advice.
He really didn't want to talk about her. You know what I'm saying? But he said it though. He said it because they interview all the husbands and they had the other spouses like sitting in the other room, but they didn't know they was listening. So they like asked. They was on a podcast and he asked them. He like, so you know. And he like, are you seeing anybody else? And he paused for a long time, and he was like, no.
Oh well.
And
So
then
it
it was
sound
like
like
a
he's seeing
pause, and
somebody
then
else.
he like, you know, cause I talked to my ex, I talked to my baby mama, you know, I go to her and I talk to her about, you know, things me and my girl go through, and it's like, well,
So he knew he was wrong
you're
in the
going
first
to her
place.
for
That's why
emotional
he
support,
paused.
yeah. But he confessed though, he didn't lie.
Well, yeah, because he
He
felt
need-
like he was cheating.
He need to
felt
get
guilty.
a counselor. That's what he need. He don't need to be talking to
Yeah.
her. Like, get somebody that's non-biased, that's unbiased. That's crazy. Like, why? Yeah, that's stupid.
crazy.
You would think.
So-
Yeah, if that was the case, then why aren't y'all still together?
That right,
part.
exactly. So the people that's, you know, over the marriage boot camp, they said everything we're saying. You know, like how can you expect her to form any trust with you when you're not even talking to her? Like you're not even trying to tell her what the issues are. You're going to another woman and talking to her about it. Somebody that you used to be with. And who's to think that you're telling her all the things that's wrong about this relationship. How you know she ain't gonna do something to move in? Because you're telling her all the wrong that's in this relationship going wrong. Like,
I feel like if anything, I mean, if he was doing that, then he's telling her, or he's talking to her because there's things about himself that he doesn't want the other lady to know. So obviously, there's already trust issues there.
yeah.
Like you don't want to be 100 with the woman that you with. Then once again, you just need to be with your baby mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's who you need to talk to. Who you want to talk to, then that's who you need to be with. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all need to work it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know there's really no place for that in a relationship if you're trying to build with somebody.
Yeah, don't nobody got time for that, but
And you know, even going back to last week when we were talking about the poly stuff, you know, and I didn't think about it until after I was watching it back. But you know, I think that for me, even on the poly side, like it would probably be hard for me not to get attached to not have a strong attachment to one of the women. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that would probably be my biggest issue for real. Is like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be one that I like the most. And if women are cool with that, then that's fine as well. But I don't think most women are gonna be cool with that. You know, they want a
Yeah, like,
nigga.
how are you treating them all equally? Like that don't.
Right, exactly.
I don't
How am I
get
treating them all? Right. If I like one more than the rest of them, then I'm definitely not treating them all equal.
that. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what that show was on TV with the Caucasian dude with all the white women that he was with. I can't remember what the show. I think it's still up now, but he still got all these and it was always something. It was like some controversy. Like he likes her better. He spends more time with her. He says he loves us all equally, but I don't believe it. Like,
yeah,
of course, yeah, that's very valid.
Because he does it.
You're correct.
Because he does
He's
it.
tolerating 4 of y'all bitches, and he like one of y'all, the main one.
She the starter. She the point guard. She
the one that came first, most likely be the favorite.
Yeah, because she the one who was willing to let him have other women.
Exactly.
Too. It's real, you know what I'm saying?
So
So he like, I love you. You let me have other women too?
oh shit.
You might ride
or
or
die.
die. You might ride or die.
That's the first thing. You might ride or die now.
Y'all are funny.
That's real, man.
Yeah, because even the couple that was on there was another couple that was on there. He used to be a rapper. I can't remember his name, and he had an Asian girlfriend, and I guess he was battling with alcoholism, and and it took a lot of toll on her because I guess him coming down from after drinking so much and then stopped drinking, or I guess he must have been doing drugs, because what she was explaining was somebody coming down from some crack.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
He probably was smoking.
Like something. Because she like, he's having cold sweats when he comes down, chills, and then act like nothing happened, but then be right back at it. Like,
yeah, that's wild.
But it was interesting because she was there for him throughout it, but he couldn't see that until the judge came out and was hitting him with all this information. Like, yo, she said everything. She knew how much medicine you took, how much you drank, what you ate for that day. She was able to tell us what we needed to know to take you to they had to take him to the hospital because he had alcohol poisoning. And
so this a dude with a bunch of women?
No, this is no, this is somebody. This is the other couple.
Okay.
This couple on
on marriage counseling.
Oh,
It was another couple.
Sorry.
So he was, I guess, dealing with alcoholism, but it was just interesting though, like just to watch these perspectives on what people are going through on a daily basis, and it be really just communication. They're not talking to each other. They're not listening. Like, it was called LUV. Listen, understand, and validate. Like, listen, being able to repeat what the person says back to you. That lets you know that you're listening. You're not making something up in your brain now. You're repeating exactly what the person said back to you. Understand. Okay, I understand what you're saying. You have to, and then validate. Validate that this is what's really going on. Like, you have to be in that moment. You can't try to bring in other situations into one situation. You need to each situation.
Yeah, man, that is like the worst thing, man. You just give me a flashback because I hate that. Like, we on this topic, why you bringing in other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right now?
To do.
You want to validate? Yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah. Communication is very much key.
Semantics.
Yeah, man, it's very much key when it comes to just talking. I mean, that's period across the board. Like, but most people do that because they want to make themselves right, and that's the problem nowadays. People want to be right. It's not about being right. It's about being understand. It's about having an understanding. You ain't got to be right. A lot of stuff don't even create. There's no point in being right because it's just a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No such thing as right. You got your opinion. I got mine.
No, there's a such thing as right.
Well, yeah, there's facts.
Okay, yeah,
there are
there's
facts, but I'm saying in most cases, when people are having a debate, it's just a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, I guess for example, you can say, here's the facts. This is evidence right here, versus a situation where, oh, well, this is how I feel, and this is how you feel. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. But I think that, unfortunately, not all women are factual creatures and base their answers off facts. Sometimes they base them off emotions and how they feel. And sometimes that's a breakdown of communication. on her part. But I feel like that's a lot of times I've run into that a few times. And I say that, I mean, you know, if the sky is blue, and we all know the sky is blue, and you say the sky is purple, I'm gonna be like, no, sweetie, the sky ain't purple, the sky is blue. And you're gonna be like, well, I feel like it's purple.
No, that's
okay. Well, you feel like it's purple. That's cool that you feel that way, but it's blue. So get over it. You know what I mean? But that's just something very simple and plain. But that's some of the shit that I've come across on someone. Well, I feel it's like this. Well, I understand you feel that way, and I appreciate your feelings. But the fact of it is this. Here, do you want me to send you a link? Do you want me to cite my source?
That's what I'm saying. Some people, you gotta send them information. Like,
yeah, do you want me to cite my source?
You might have to walk her ass outside.
No, but a lot of times they don't want to hear that.
Look up at the sky.
Nah, I want to know.
Well, then that go back to her being right. That's go back to what, like I said, people be trying to be right all the time.
It's not listening. You're not listening.
It's emotionally unavailable.
It's emotional baggage.
Yeah, it's a lot of that out there. But once again, if the communication is right and the individual can understand the facts and the difference between fact and opinion, then you probably have a lot, even men as well, but you know, probably have some great conversations.
Right.
But it is what it is. So that was a great topic. Appreciate that. So I don't know. I think I found something. All right, so I just want to speak on this right quick. It's a very, very sad thing that happened. I just wanted to get you guys' take on it. There was a mother who, trigger warning, I ain't even gonna say it. It looked like she set her two kids on her two toddlers on fire. She put them in the oven and sent their father a video of their bodies.
I heard about that.
She was sentenced to a life in prison.
Whoops.
Which is what she deserved. How do you guys feel about that? What do you think about that? I mean, you know.
Was she black?
Yes. But she might have been mixed with some. Let's get into semantics. She might have been, she was black.
I'm just reminded of that lady who took their kid and killed her kids when she got promoted. The white lady, she got promoted and she didn't want the baby to be in the way of her promotion to CEO.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, this was a minute ago, but now I'm curious if she got life in jail. Because for real, I want to know.
But she probably didn't.
But yeah, no. Anytime you murder, anybody, that should be life. That's real horrendous. That's
we know the murder part is horrible. But what about the sending it to her, to the father?
That's just diabolical. Like, what the hell? How? She definitely has some mental issues.
They were alive when she put them in the oven?
I don't know specifically. I hope not, but
Pray not. That's a horrible way to die.
But she did that out of anger and spite and mental health issues, of course. Top it off with that.
He probably didn't want to be with her.
Definitely didn't. I mean, yeah. But and they were toddlers, so I don't think he even had enough time to realize how maybe crazy she was. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long they were together or whatever, but you a different type of crazy to do something like that. That's something that you have to be able, I don't know. I want to say be able to recognize in somebody. Yeah. Like there has to be fucking red flags or something that showed you this bitch was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that she first off, she probably didn't need to have babies in the first place. Mm-hmm. But if she did, nigga, you should have known you got to get them. Like, she can't handle that. And then, but, our communities is crazy, so. Did you find it, though? Did you get life?
I'm still looking, but, yeah, postpartum is a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too.
It's a real thing. And we take it lightly, you know what I'm saying? But a woman, pretty much her hormones just flipping and switching and stuff like that after you had a baby and trying to give it, it's a serious thing.
It can get extreme.
It could definitely get extreme. And so I am looking at this because I'm curious if that's what they gave this white woman. Oh, she was going through postpartum. It's interesting how they making an excuse.
Oh yeah, for their people, for their own.
You know, for the white woman, but the black
Call
woman,
it like it is, for their own.
yeah, then you going to jail for life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, chilling. Yeah, see, they want to say, oh, they
was
people
actually
mentally ill.
and
You
sent it to
know,
her baby daddy. Like, that's the sick part. Like,
That's really what killed me, because
that's
I'm
the
like,
sick-
man,
like you ain't just do it and then the
he has to
ambulance
be,
called.
he has to feel some type of way.
That's horrible.
that's really horrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
He definitely had to be. I know I would, if I was him, I'd definitely be in some type of therapy for real, because I wouldn't know what to do with myself. You know what I mean? Like, well, until you find that, one more crazy thing that happened. There was a teen that went crazy on her mother after she turned her phone off. This was in a cell phone store, and she was like, "Mama!" She was screaming and stuff. Did y'all see that? Yeah, so she was screaming and stuff in the stove, causing a scene.
Yeah, man, these kids with these phones, man. Like the little boy who killed his cousin because he couldn't have the phone. They took the phone from him or the laptop or something like that, man. These babies is addicted to this technology, you know.
The police are there in Atlanta. Oh, the police outside already? Oh, no, was that? No, they ain't there. Oh, yes, it is. They're already outside.
But see, let me just say this. Even at how she talking to him, her, you could tell that the relationship is toxic.
Oh no,
Like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? These kids ain't just acting out because they're acting out. They're in toxic environments. You know what I'm saying? These parents are treating these kids. I just can't stand to see these parents cussing their kids out like they grown in public. Like, I've seen it before and be wanting to smack the people. I'd be mad, you know. Why are you talking to that child like that? You know what I'm saying? So again, it go back to these people need counseling, man. They need help being parents, because unfortunately they don't know how to be parents, and they probably had crazy parents and crackheads. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? And it's just generationally being passed down. You know.
Well, the parents, you know, a lot of the parents that came up in our, and from around our age, shit, yeah, a lot of them, fucking. Was used to smoke crack babies and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting older. And then once again, you know, and we can wrap up soon, but, you know, like you said, you know, the toxic environment of, you know, these kids wanting to be, these parents want to be friends with the kids and shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely make sure that my children know that I love them and that they can always come and talk to me, but they also know that I'm not their friend. Like,
right.
Like my daughter's to the age now, my daughter's about to be 21. So she's always talked to me. We've always had an open communication. She's always known she could talk to me, and she always know I'm going to give it to her straight. She may not like it, but she going to get it. You know what I mean? And, you know, I try not to, like you say, cuss and things of that nature. Now, I have snatched her up out in the streets before where she, you know, might have been trying to, you know, get a little foxy or talk crazy or something. You know what I mean? But I don't, when I snatch her up, it was never like, sit your motherfucking ass down. You know what I'm saying? It was never nothing crazy. It was like my mother was never like that. You know, my mother snatched me up and she gonna talk in my ear like, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, we gonna have a problem in this
with
motherfucker.
the tight lip.
You know what I'm saying?
Tight lip like
so that's this. Right. So that's where I got it from. So that's how I hit her. Like, you sit your girl and make me. So yeah, you know what I mean. So there's ways to, cause in my opinion, you always gotta discipline your kids. Your kids always need to be disciplined on the spot when they do some shit. You don't wait to discipline them or none of that shit. You let them know right then and there, hey, I didn't like what you just did, and you better not do it again. You know what I'm saying? But there's a way to do it to make sure that your child doesn't fear you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they fear me, but they don't fear me to the point where they don't want to come and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, his ass, this nigga just be telling me whatever. I'll be want to be like, nigga, you man, listen, because he don't lie. So so when I ask him some shit, he be telling me the straight truth, and I'll be like, nigga, why'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
I appreciate it. Right,
he's like, hey, this what happened.
Right, this is what it is, nigga. So,
hey.
but I like
keep
that.
it in the
You know what I'm
box, though.
saying? I like it,
That's hilarious.
but right, it's like
I ain't gonna lie to you.
right. I'm just gonna tell you the truth every single time. I'll be like, damn, nigga, all right, bet.
Wow.
You know, I'll be, what happened in school today? Well, today I didn't do too good. I was being bad. I talked back to the teacher a couple times. I'll be like, bro. He was like, but I'm gonna try to do better. I'm gonna do better tomorrow, though. You know, I'm gonna be good tomorrow. I'll be like, man.
So
And what can I say? You know what I'm saying? I get mad for a second, like, bro, don't be doing that, but I can't really be too mad.
Hey, he's like, hey, honesty is a good policy. That's
Right.
the best policy. At least it avoid me from getting my butt whipped for two things: lying and doing something wrong.
Exactly.
So I did find it. This was actually in Germany, though. It says mother throws newborn daughter out of the window to her death because she thought a child would ruin her career as an executive at Porsche.
Oh, wow.
A woman has been jailed for 7.5 years. That's it.
That's all she did?
Yes, after dropping her newborn daughter out of the window because she was worried the baby would ruin her career.
That's what money gets
Katarina Jovanovic, 28, from this is Germany, was found guilty of manslaughter. This was back in July.
So
Judges,
so manslaughter is down from homicide.
yeah, it says the judges heard how she had given birth at home in secret. 10 months ago, on September 12th, then dropped her baby daughter from her apartment window almost 12 feet on the tarmac below. Horrified passerbys found the minutes-old infant body with a shattered skull underneath the balcony and called the police.
TMI, nigga. TMI.
Sorry, I had to read it. But
I had to burp
that's a different judicial system. You know,
that's
Germany.
Still crazy.
But
years.
7.5 years is wild. It
Killing
just
your
shows
baby,
that.
and ain't know why you killed your baby for a selfish reason like that.
Yeah, and that just shows that.
It.
Yeah, that just shows that, you know, it's a different value on life. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, because it's a newborn. Like, is that why? Like, if it was an older child, would you know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Would she had to have more time?
Because when you go into them laws, that's the type of shit that be in there too.
Yeah,
it's like,
man.
oh, well, murder is only if the baby is this.
This was actually an abortion.
Right, this was still an abortion.
That's some bull crap
That's
like
crazy.
that.
I don't think that's true, but
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I remember hearing that story and was like, you got to be kidding me. People crazy out here, man.
Yeah, people are crazy. So, to wrap it up, we want to stay away from the crazy people. We want to vibrate at a high frequency. Make
Please
sure
and
that
thank you.
make sure that you stay around positive and productive people. You know, if you hang around non-broke people, probably going to end up being the 10th. So, you want to hang around people that ain't broke, nigga. So, where can they get you at, Miss Latrice?
I'm on Facebook, Age Latrice, and Instagram, Miss New Day.
Hey, and Original Indigo Empress, where can they find you at?
What up? You can find me on Instagram at Original Indigo Empress. And you can find me on Facebook at Risha Carlisle. Also, my business page, my business Instagram is Reiki Risha. ReikIKiRiesha.
Hey.
I'm on there every once in the blue moon, and I'm going to be posting very, just business-oriented stuff. Check me out over there.
Check her out over there.
Yes.
You know where to find me at soecashcow or at Acquired Taste Media. Make sure you check out our other podcast, the Black Minds Podcast, where they talk about conspiracy and world news. Other than that, make sure that you drop a comment, like, subscribe. We appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the comments. Peace.
Thank you. Deuces.